I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I'm going to show you how to make fish piccata. Now, it's very traditional to usually do it with chicken, but I personally really love to use fish with it because it's a lighter version and it's so good and it gets done super fast. Now, to make this recipe, you're going to need fresh tilapia fillets, some all-purpose flour, capers, garlic, fresh parsley, butter, lemon, a little bit of wine, salt and pepper, and of course you're also going to need a little bit of olive oil to get the whole thing going. Now, like I said, this is more traditional to do it with chicken, and I do have a recipe on that at www.laurainthekitchen.com, but I make this so often with fish, typically tilapia, so I'm thinking, you know what, I want to show you guys like a lighter version of it. So this is what we're going to do. Now I have 4 tilapia fillets, nice and clean, and I'm going to season them with salt and pepper on each side. And also, we're going to season them with just a little bit of the all-purpose flour. The reason why we're doing that is because I don't want to dredge them in flour, which is, like I said, more typical thing to do. Is what we do with chicken. Because I don't want them to be heavy and dense. I just want the all-purpose flour to help thicken the sauce and helps keep the tilapia in one piece, and it gives a little bit more texture. But we're not like, dredging it in a lot of flour. So I'll do the same thing to the other side. Now that I have my tilapia fillets seasoned on both sides with salt and pepper and flour, I'm setting them aside, and I have a large non-stick skillet here with about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And you want it nice and hot over medium-high heat. It's perfect. We're going to add in our tilapias. And once you add them in, don't move them around until you're ready to flip them. Otherwise, you will damage them. Now let these cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side until they achieve a nice golden color, and then we're going to remove them to a plate and finish up the sauce. Now I flipped my tilapia and it's been cooking on the other side for about a minute now. And to this, I'm just going to add in my chopped garlic. This is really easy, really simple. It doesn't have to cook for too long. I can really smell it already. And let that go for about 30 seconds before we add in our next ingredient. Now we're just going to add in our white wine. If you don't want to use wine, if you don't want to use wine, you can maybe substitute like a vegetable stock for this. You are dealing with fish, so I'm not completely sure if the flavor of chicken stock would go well with it, but you can always try vegetable stock, and that would probably go a lot better than chicken stock. Now to the wine, I'm also going to add in my capers directly in there. I'm going to season this with a little salt and pepper, kind of around the fish, because I'm trying to just get that sauce flavored, because the fish already is seasoned. And now let this cook until the wine starts to reduce and get nice and thick, and then we're going to add in our couple final ingredients to really bring this dish together. Now that the wine has reduced, I'm going to add in the butter, which is a little less than a tablespoon. This is just going to stay on the heat. Whoop, that piece doesn't want to go. And while that starts to melt, I'm going to zest some lemon in here. I want to use the zest and the juice of the lemon. The zest of about a half a lemon should work just fine. This is a small lemon, so I might go a little bit more than half. The lemon juice. I just like to squeeze it over my hand to grab any seeds that might fall in. Like so. Last but not least, some fresh parsley. And that's it. Let's turn this off, head over to the table, and plate it up. Just going to put this on a plate. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. You can finish this off with another squeeze of lemon juice, but to me, this is exactly how it should be. The sauce has really been absorbed by that tilapia, which means it's going to be extremely flavorful. On the money. That doesn't need anything else in my opinion. Serve it up with maybe some grilled vegetables, little couscous, little rice, whatever. A quick, delicious, and healthy meal that can be on your table in minutes. I hope you guys have enjoyed spending time with me. To get this recipe and other recipes, check out my website at www.laurainthekitchen.com, and I'll see you next time. Bye!